Hi, and welcome back to the podcast. Still no name. Surprise, surprise. Again, this is another episode where I start out the podcast with no name. Again, I have a contender. It is there. It is ready. It is growing on me, but I just don't know when I want to release him yet. I don't know. He's just been chilling. He's just been marinating. Hi, I'm Ryan, your ever-reliable host for this podcast. Unraveling the British Asian experience. This podcast intends to slowly deepen our understanding of the nuances of identity, culture, and heritage of our quote-unquote Asian guests. Today, I'm joined by Gobi. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Gobi. I'm a third year studying media and creative industries, so yeah.
Awesome. Third year. Graduation, trigger warning, sorry. I should have said trigger warning first. Graduation, how are you feeling about it?
I'm excited, but also not, just because, that's when adult life starts.
It is.
Not very exciting. I'm not ready to adult.
I mean, a follow-up question to graduation, instead of thinking about the future and just thinking of the ceremony itself. Do you have your dress sorted out? Do you have what are you wearing? What's the thing that you're wearing on your graduation?
I had my dress sorted out last year.
That's crazy.
But I currently have two contenders. I bought a dress for graduation.
Yeah.
But they're a little long, so I'm not very good with heels. I like a good block heel that's not very tall.
Okay.
So I'm currently trying to find a heel that works with it. If not, I have another dress that's a bit more of a midi skirt, midi length. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking I might use that if I can't find a heel for the. But I'm really upset because I really like that dress I got. It was on a really good price.
Oh, okay. Did you get it in Hong Kong or did you get it
I did. I got it from sale for Shanghai Tang.
Oh, okay. Is it Asian Chinese inspired or is it more Western style?
It's a mix. I feel it's a pretty simple black dress. Mm-hmm. But it has a little sash that goes around the neck, which is I know it's been very problematic. I've seen it on Instagram quite recently about people saying it's cultural appropriation. Mm-hmm. But I think it's fine. I think it's just cute and it's Chinese heritage and it's got a little emblem in the middle of the neck. But yeah, I keep gesturing, but I forget that you can't really see me.
So the medium doesn't allow.
Yeah, I'm too used to the video. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out a little bit of a heel shoe situation.
Okay. Yeah. You got to sort it out. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, better than some. Again, I asked a couple other guests, and they're just I don't know. And it's okay, bro, you're graduating in a month, bro. So another introductory question that I usually ask my guests at the start of the podcast is a question revolving around food. Since you haven't disclosed this on the podcast, but you did disclose this prior to the podcast in our little conversation. Your dad's a chef, so I thought it would be a good question to ask you the most gourmet dish you've ever had.
God, people are probably expecting some very fancy stuff from me because my dad's a chef. But to be honest, I think the favorite thing I've ever had is probably just his steak. He makes fabulous steaks. It's so good. If you follow my Instagram, you will see on my little food highlight, I probably have steak as a midnight snack with my family sometimes. It's
Is it that good?
It's that good. And He makes it sometimes with a slab of Himalayan salt. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh yeah. And then you
you
brush it off, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite things. And sometimes we also do a little nice heated brie with tomatoes. Wow. And that's it's most of my favorite stuff is midnight snacks with my dad. He makes that, and sometimes we have a little bit of caviar.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, okay, it's becoming more and more gourmet as we speak.
Yeah, but it's most of the time I just like a good little steak. When my dad comes back to Hong Kong and my brother and I just ask for oh, can we have steak tonight?
It's when your parents ask you what you want, and it's well, you have the dish in mind.
Exactly.
You have to always go back for.
Can we just have that? Yeah, and you can't get it at uni, so I gotta make the most out of it when I'm at home.
For me, it's my dad's salt and pepper chips at the shop, because he has his own 5-spice mix.
Oh my
that he
god,
puts on
five spice salt is so good. I don't think people understand. And we put it on our McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
like the
yeah,
best
yeah.
thing ever. And people who just don't understand. Like, why are you putting ketchup? Like, look, ketchup's great.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am not like shaming ketchup lovers.
Ketchup.
I love ketchup as well.
Hey, ketchup and mayo, if you've ever
For
tried
real.
that.
And tartar sauce, like honestly.
Anyways.
But
Oh god, I've got another
Spice
foodie.
salt.
Oh god, I've got another
Spice
foodie
salt,
on
guys.
the podcast, guys. Great.
spice salt is like
Yes,
literally
yes.
if you find it, you need to try
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
Getting that shake bag from Hong Kong.
Literally.
Like
Oh
a
my
shake
God,
bag.
the
at
shake
Hong Kong.
shake.
The shake
The
bars.
barbecue flavor, my favorite. Oh, I'm so upset right now.
Sorry, I
You
just
guys don't
reminded
have
you.
it
No,
in
we
McDonald's.
don't. I'm so sad.
I know. Me
I know.
Too.
I'm actually so sad. Like the seaweed powder, like
God, you know, funny story about that. So my boyfriend came to Hong Kong, right? And I basically let him try the shake fries, and like I was in Hong Kong for a good 6 months in term one, and basically I would send him a care package, and every time I went to McDonald's, I would buy one more of that powder so
Yeah.
that I can send it to him. He had like I think 10 or 12 of that in the care package, and he would just add it to the fries.
Bro,
So yeah, if you have friends in Hong Kong, they have to hook you up.
Oh, bro, I wish I did that. I wish I went into the back of McDonald's, just took the box. Just like, I'm taking this back home with me.
Yeah, like
Honestly, but yeah. Thank God we have another foodie on the. We have a proper Hong Kong foodie on the podcast. That's great. Okay, so final kind of introductory question I usually ask my guests is a loaded one. Where you actually, quote unquote, actually from, and we'll kick off the conversation from there.
yeah, so I'm born and raised in Hong Kong,
Nice.
but I am very lucky that my dad's Singaporean, so I have a good old Singaporean passport. So I guess I'm like half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah, but I think
You both have the passports, right? You both have citizenship in both countries.
yeah, but I have
I
to
know
give
in
up my
Singapore-
Hong Kong one this year.
Is it this year? Is it
Yeah.
by an age? Like by
By
what?
21 for girls and then 18 for guys. Yeah.
Because I know with Singapore lads, they have to do their military
A
service.
little NS service, yeah.
While
My
the
brother
girl-
has to do that.
While the girlies get to,
I'm just chilling with my first in the world passport that lets me travel anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not weak whatsoever. One of the
Yeah.
strongest passports in the world, I think.
Yeah, and
But-
my brother's doing all the work for me.
Literally, I guess so. But yeah, building off that, Hong Kong, Singapore, we'll do the full kind of like progression, I guess. Like as the international student you are. We'll go from Hong Kong high school. We'll go from primary school even. Like, what was high school like in Hong Kong for yourself?
Well, I studied in the same international school since I was 4. So 4 till 18, I was in the same school. I think that really shaped how I viewed like school, classes, friends, and stuff. Just because like I grew up with the same people, you kind of just like you don't remember how to make friends. I think that was my first thing. Like, I did not know how to make friends when I got to uni. So that was a bit of a learning curve. I really enjoyed my time in high school. I was pretty active in student leadership, and I made a lot of friends from that. From like my juniors, my seniors, people I still talk to this day. So that was really, really nice. I think that was a great way of making friends for me. But yeah, that kind of leads to societies, which I'm not as big of a fan of. But yeah.
I mean, prior to the podcast, we were talking about your experience at Hong Kong High School, and you did mention that you did bounce between Hong Kong and Singapore. So it'd be fun to ask that what Singapore summer school was like for yourself as well.
Yeah, so, well, I didn't like bounce from schools. I just went to like summer school. I think like for me, that was just really interesting because I went to like the schools that my cousin went to. It was like an immersion program in secondary school. So that was really fun. I got to like see how Singaporean students like have, you know, their timetables and stuff, which is like quite hectic, honestly. Like, you know, and I also think like there's like a whole thing about like going to tuition right after school every day. And I'm just like, oh my God, that is torture. But yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I had fun. food's always really nice there.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, another question that just popped up when I was thinking about kind of you going from Hong Kong high school and then Singaporean summer school. Was there any kind of like stark differences between Hong Kong and Singapore? Because in my head, like they're both very international kind of countries. They're both quite international places to live, to be educated, to go and just do things, right? So it would be fun to ask, like, what from your perspective, what was kind of like the similarities and differences between the two countries?
I think the main thing to just note though, because I was in Hong Kong international school, and then when I was in Singapore, I went to local school. So I think the main difference was also the what's that called? Like the amount of students in a class is like a huge difference. Like back in my old high school, like we had 68 people graduating GCSEs, like IGCSEs, and then a good like maybe 30 for IB. So our cohort was already really small. But when I was in like summer school in Singapore, I didn't go in the last like 2-3 years of high school, but I was there for Sec 1, 2, 3. So their classes were huge. They have about like 40 people per class, and it was really hectic. I can't lie, I was a bit overwhelmed.
You were just overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not used to like so many people talking all at once.
All at once. Oh wow.
Because like, you know, during recess, like they hang out in their classrooms and stuff. So like, it was a lot of people, and I mean, props to the teachers, honestly.
I mean, Asian schools, right? Teacher is God. Sometimes, well, most of the time, teacher is God. Like, come on.
You have to listen to them.
You have to.
They're basically parents while you're in school.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You can't really disrespect them, right?
Yeah.
And also like the whole Confucianist kind of like ideology and stuff like that, of how the teacher is to an extent above your parent, because the teacher actually teaches you things. Like obviously your parents input some stuff into your growing up, but like your
that's
teacher,
like where you learn everything.
It's
from.
what like it's how you become a person. Well, how you will become a working person.
Yeah. 100%.
Your teacher is teaching you that.
I had a really good relationship with teachers in my old high school, and I still talk to some of them to this day. My preparatory PY year, so that's like when I was 4.
Okay.
So she taught me, and then she taught my brother.
Yes.
And I still go visit her from time to time. And her parents live near Warwick, actually.
Oh, really?
So it was a really weird. And she studied in Warwick for her master's, so it was a really weird full circle when I went to visit her during my high school graduation, and she's like, "Oh, so where are you going?" I was like, "Oh, Warwick," and she's like, "What?"
I'm going to Warwick as well.
So that was really cool, and I think I've had a lot of great teachers in high school who really impacted the way that I turned out. Yeah.
Okay. So building on professions, I guess.
Yes.
We've already established that your dad is a cook. And what does your mum do?
So,
may I ask?
My mom is a nurse in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess prior to the podcast, we were talking about kind of like your parents' profession and stuff like that. And we got onto the topic of, trigger warning, COVID. And we were starting to discuss how COVID was very much a element that very much formed our high school academic kind of years. And it'd be quite interesting to hear like your experience with COVID and the COVID pandemic in Hong Kong with a mother that was a nurse.
Well, I mean, it was really like weird because from what I hear from people here, like in uni and also at home, like they had their parents throughout the entire time of COVID quarantines and lockdowns. For me, it was a bit different. So my grandmother was in Singapore. My grandfather was in Shenzhen. No, not Shenzhen. Shenzhen, I think. Somewhere in China.
Somewhere in the south of China.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was in Shanghai, and then my mom was working throughout COVID. So I also didn't really get to see her because obviously, like, there has to be some kind of protocol when you have kids at home and you're a nurse. And she was a respiratory nurse, which is exactly what, like, you know, COVID is, you know, respiratory issues. So, that was really, like, I don't think I was, like, that mature to be like, oh my god, my mom is, like, in the heart of, like, everything right now. But it was definitely, like, a bit more stressful. Like, I was stressed because I was basically home alone with my helper. and my brother. And yeah, so it was just a bit of a weird time. I spent a lot of time, home-based learning like everybody else, but also tons of time on Discord and on Among Us. I feel like that's just everybody's collective experience of COVID.
Just everyone was just playing Among Us, essentially.
I can't lie, I really miss it, but I tried maybe like a couple months ago to go back on. They have so many new roles now, I just did not understand, and I'm like,
I mean, there's now been, there's now been kind of some developments on the Among Us kind of like format. So there's now some like good, like new
VR
games, VR ones. Yeah. Like
that's pretty interesting.
There's this game called like Phantophobia or something like that, which has like a very similar kind of format where you're with mates and you're all kind of running away from like the single like monster that some other person is playing, right?
Yeah.
And like the Among Us format has really kind of like developed since then. But hey, it got refined during COVID because of the amount of players and the amount of people that resonated with that kind of like experience.
What color were you?
Oh, bro, like I was a lad. Like, I didn't need to choose colors. I just played.
Yeah, I was dark green, and like the people I played with, we all had our specific colors.
Of course.
I think like first year I went back to uni, they got me a little
oh, that's
thing
cute.
that was like our color and our outfit. So I had a little top hat.
Oh, you chose the top hat. Oh.
Yeah, so I was like iconic. Like, all of our profile pictures on Discord was also like our color Among Us character. So it was really cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So moving on from UK high school and COVID, God, what a time! What a time. We'll jump all the way to the UK and your experience of coming to the UK for the university. Like, I guess I ask majority of the international students that I do interview just what the culture shock was like. What were the things that really stuck out to you when you arrived here at Warwick specifically?
I would say the way people spoke, and then also the clubbing scene, just in general, just like alcohol. For me, I think let's start with the speaking.
Yeah.
Like, funniest story is probably just like I didn't know that people who say like, oh, you all right, like you weren't supposed to reply.
Yeah.
Like it was a passing thing. So I've told people, like I've probably caught a lot of people off guard and started a conversation like that. But I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like, oh, like what? Like they just kind of like, oh, okay, she started talking, cool, let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
So that was like a really like, when I found out last year, it took me like a year and a half since I came to UK to find that out. But like, when I found out, I was like, oh my God, now I have to go to the, just be like, hey, I'm so sorry, I just found this out.
Oh, and you apologized to loads of people?
Well, I didn't apologize to loads of people, but like the people that I know I caught off like guard a lot of times, like a few people in my course, I'd just be like, hey, I had no idea. But yeah, it's a funny thing now. Funny joke, yeah.
So I guess another question that I have for you when it comes to kind of like people speaking as well as regional accents as well, because a lot of regional accents are about at Warwick. It's kind of difficult to find. I mean, I think a lot of people I guess a lot of people in Warwick are from London, so a lot of people have kind of like London slang as well. Like, how was it like navigating like just slang in general that are all from all parts of the world? Not maybe even world, but all parts of like the UK, I guess.
Well, I mean, I had a few like flatmates that were like up north, so I kind of heard a few accents, but they weren't super strong, so I could understand most of them. In terms of slangs, I think one of the first things that my flatmates did was just like give me a little Urban Dictionary, kind of just cute. Talk like, okay, so this is what this and this and this means. Yeah. I can't lie, I don't remember anything anymore, fair enough. So don't quiz me. But like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I still get like a couple words that I don't understand, and I'm just like, what? But yeah. But
even kind of like, just like some phrases and stuff. Yeah. I was just thinking of like Hong Kong slang.
Yeah.
And then just like, oh, there's one example that I can think of which is the same in both languages, in both English and, similar. It's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah.
But there's a saying in Hong Kong and Cantonese which is similar. There's also a ruder version of that, but I'm not going to say that on air. Not on air, on the podcast. But yeah, it's like, it's interesting how international students need to like navigate a little bit of like just the regional accents.
Just learning the accents and also just like learning the little words and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I guess engaging with like the accents as well, because there's a lot of like Burmese here sometimes. London. To
be honest, I don't think like the Birmingham accents that I've heard so far were that hard to understand.
Okay. What has been the hardest kind of like accent that you've come across?
Well, I know the Liverpool accent
Scouser,
is very, very difficult, but I don't think I've met anybody.
Yeah, there's not
like
many
Liverpudlians
about. There's not many Scousers.
Yeah, so about. I don't think I've had any trouble understanding anybody actually.
That's
so that's good.
That's good. At least that's a good experience.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the second thing that culture shocked you.
Yes.
Was the clubbing scene. I mean, fair enough. Like, I think admittedly, Warwick isn't the best place to go clubbing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not the most vibrant. Let's put it that way. Like, each night you only have one club that you can really go to. So it doesn't really compare.
It's got
to
a little schedule.
It doesn't really compare to other parts of the UK. But from your perspective, like, how did you find navigating the clubbing scene at Warwick?
I think it's just a first thing. Student union clubs are always so sticky.
Yes.
So sticky. Everything you touch is like you have to go wash your hands. And I'm a germaphobe, so that doesn't help. Second thing is, I think for me, well, I haven't gone clubbing in a long time, but from what I remember, it was like really pushy. Like, I've seen people, 2 hands on someone's back, like yanking them. I had a really bad experience as well. Like, first year of SMAC, I got like, there was this girl, not even gonna mention, like, you know, but like, she was so rude, and like, she was wearing heels, and she started kicking me and my friends, like literally just like back, like kicking us.
Okay.
And I was just like, bro, what is your problem? That was like the only time that I was like confrontational, because I'm like, I'm not okay with this. You're like fucking kicking me with your pointy ass heel. Like, that's not cool. But yeah, that was like the worst experience. I think that really throwed off like clubbing for me entirely. And also just like, it was like waiting in line, it was raining, it was freaking cold.
Yeah.
And I'm just so over it. Like, I did not need another girl like kicking me.
Yes.
Like in the shin and shit. So you know.
That's fair enough, I'd say. That's a fair enough experience at the club.
Oh, and like one more thing. Like, clubs in the UK have coat checks, which I thought was really cool. I don't think we have that in Hong Kong, actually. But again, I don't club a lot, so I might be wrong. Yeah. Maybe I just didn't realize they have coat checks, and I've been freezing my ass off like when I'm in Hong Kong. But yeah.
I mean, it makes more sense here with like, coat checks, you know, because outside it might be snowing.
You got a little puffer jacket.
However, I'm from the northeast. I'm from Newcastle. I've seen ladies come out of the club in mini skirts and it's snowing.
Sorry guys, I go clubbing in jeans. I cannot, like, skirts are a bit risky at clubs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But props to you if you do wear them. Yeah.
You don't really want to mess with a northern lass at the club, I'm not gonna lie. They'll really be like, they'll clock you in the head if you're not careful. But anyways, I guess that's the 2 big culture shocks that you had at uni. Bringing back a topic that you did mention earlier in the podcast, meeting people. That's another big question that I do ask in a lot of international students that I do interview. How was it like meeting your people, finding your community, kind of like building a friend group?
Yeah, well, meeting people for me, I mainly did it through the course, and like, I got to get to know a lot of people in our course, seniors, juniors, so I think most of the people I hang out with are probably taking the same course as me, and because, like, we are a tiny ass course, so I actually, like, it's way easier to become friends with everybody in the course, than you would think, like, for example, like, I don't know, like, law, I'm assuming they have, like, huge classes, so, you know, I think that's something that was really interesting for me, because in high school I also had a very small cohort, so it kind of felt like home in a way. I felt more comfortable in having such a small class. Yeah, and then in terms of societies, I didn't really join any. Like, I joined, but I think I just had really bad luck with them. Like,
What was that experience? Like, maybe just one small anecdote.
well, like, because, like, most of the societies I joined, I got, like, a position in the exec or something. So, like, chief of marketing or, like, head of marketing. And I think, I'm not going to name names, but there were, like, the dynamics of these execs were very different from what I was used to. Like I mentioned, I was really involved in student leadership. So it wasn't, like, new taking on a leadership position for me. But there were people who just wasn't professional. Like, they'll be like, babes, and I'm just like, we're not that close, please don't call me that. Like,
this is a work relationship.
Yeah, like I don't, my friends don't even call me that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, you don't honey me. Like, what the hell? Like, you're like, honey, we need to do this. I'm like, my boyfriend doesn't even call me honey. What gives you the right? So it was just, like, stuff that and it was something that I mentioned to them, like, multiple times, and I'm just, like, over it. I can't work with someone who honeys me. Like, guys, this is not right. Like, what?
Oh, such a girl boss. Oh my god, like, don't honey me.
It's just like, I'm not pet names, like, just, like, with friends. It's just, I don't know. Like, I can do, like, hey girl, like, you know, fine.
Hey
but
girlie,
like,
hey bestie.
Yeah, fine. But like, I feel like honey is a bit like, it's either can be approached as, like, very condescending.
I guess from someone that you don't know or have a work relationship with, right?
Well, it was someone I didn't know. I didn't even have a work relationship because I quit. Like, afterwards. Like, I was so over it, and, you know, but yeah, anyways. Okay. I just don't like being, like, called endearing names when we're not even that close. Because, like, my best friends from high school don't even say that. So, like, what gives you the right? You've known me for a week and you're babes me? Like, you please.
Me. Okay. So, I think we are quickly running out of time for the podcast. So, thank you so much, Gobi, for guesting today. I think it's been a really interesting episode, and I hope the listeners have found it very interesting about COVID and clubbing and gyms.
Yes.
But yeah, I've been your host, Ryan. Thank you for anyone who is listening out there, and I'll see you in the next episode.